Michael Loftus is a stand-up comedian, host of the Loftus Party podcast, and a writer-producer on shows such as Kevin Can Wait and Anger Management, both of them quite funny. He's going on tour with the Loftus Party live show, a night of conservative comedy. It's great to see you.
Good to be here, man. This is fantastic. The camera's set up. There's a guy moving cameras with an Xbox controller.
None of these, these are all empty boxes, though. It's all make-believe.
Fantastic, man.
So you are going on tour. You're not just going on tour. You're going on tour with a vengeance and with a purpose. Is that fair
really
to say?
am.
Okay.
I really am. I've seen the problem.
Okay.
We've diagnosed it, and now I've got to take a step back and take my message to the people. I've been very fortunate enough. I came out to LA many moons ago to be a stand-up comic, right? Well, I had already been doing stand-up. Long story short, this really funny comedian, George Lopez, saw me one night at the Ice House in Pasadena, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm doing a TV show. I want funny people to write on my show. I think you're funny." So I accidentally became a television writer. So the George Lopez show, then back to stand-up, because shows always get canceled.
Right, of course.
So I've been, knock on wood, very fortunate. Anger Management with Charlie Sheen, a show called Outsourced, yada yada. But I recently was pitching a show because Roseanne came back, right? And as a conservative and as a comedian, I was really happy. Okay, so here's one, and we could see that, okay, she voted for Trump and her sister voted for Hillary, and they have it out, and it's funny, and America laughs. So myself and another writer, producer, actor, movie star, who I don't want to name names,
okay,
you know, because I don't want to get I don't want to get anybody in trouble. We came up with this talk show, this really, really funny, even-handed, calling out hypocrisy. So we go around and we're pitching this thing, and repeatedly, these network executives would say, "That's a really funny show. We love it. That it would do great. We can't put it on the air because it would look like we were friendly to the right."
Really? They would openly say that?
They would openly say this.
Wow, that is amazing. It's amazing it's gotten that open, because I haven't heard them get that open.
That's what was so shocking to me about it. You always hear it was like kind of a hush-hush. They'll just kind of pass. They'll come up with an excuse. So there's this common thing where, oh, there are no funny conservatives.
Right.
There are no.
Right. Yes.
There's not a lot of us that are like out, you know, that are openly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, we're not going to be allowed to participate in television. We're not.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep those doors shut. And so you look at, you know, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel.
It's amazing. It's one after another of them. Yeah.
There's literally like 7 when you start talking about Samantha Bee and Bill Maher, and it's just, at this point, it is the equivalent of propaganda. Like when the opposing voice is not allowed to participate, and they know that there's a market, and you'd think they would chase the dollars. So I had to take a step back, man, and I'm like, I'm going to go to clubs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to clubs and take my message to the people. So, you know, fortunately, I got a couple of buddies who were like brave enough to do it, which is insane.
And are they all right wing?
Yeah.
So this is going to be openly right wing comedy?
Oh, absolutely. I'm totally. It's going to be a night of wonderful small government making fun of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
How could you possibly? She's like an obsidian wall. There's no place to.
In the clip you just showed, it's like I went to a nail salon and they told me I needed my eyebrows done. Yeah, honey, that's called upselling. That's called capitalism. They're gonna call you ugly to sell you stuff. Welcome to America.
So I have to. You won't tell me who you were pitching this idea with, huh?
No, okay. I won't.
Right.
However, you can watch his production company has several hit shows on the air right now. He has a successful show on the air right now.
And you're talking about, I mean, because I go in and pitch, now when I go in and pitch, I actually tell people, like most of my stuff is genre stuff. It's mystery, ghost story stuff.
Right.
So I don't actually do political fiction, you know. So so I'll say to them, you know, I just want you to know, I'm a right winger. I have a podcast I do, because I know they're going to Google me if they don't already know me. And they always say, yeah, isn't it ridiculous that we have this divide in our country right now? And then it's like, don't let the door hit you on the way out. But no one has ever come out and said to me, huh, that's interesting, get out. Or, no, we can't be seen to be kind to you. These are network people said that?
Yes. And network people, syndication people, and a streaming service.
Wow.
And the streaming service was the one that was just very very upfront about it. Like literally, like going in, you have your pitch deck and you're going through, and then we'll do this and we'll that, and like they're laughing outrageously in the room. Like literally, I've pitched a bunch of TV shows, sitcoms, and this and that. Like it could not have gone better. And then 2 days later, you get an email. We're gonna pass, and for this reason.
Wow.
For this reason.
Yeah. I guess I shouldn't be shocked anymore, but I still am. I'm still naive enough to get shocked. Let me ask you this, okay? Because I hear this all the time that right-wingers can't be funny. Right-wingers aren't funny. Just in all honesty, one of the things that I run up against as a storyteller who has a right-wing audience, right, is that they expect me. They're watching Game of Thrones. But then they expect me not to curse and not to have my characters have sex and all this stuff. And I think like, well, wait, you're watching Game of Thrones because you know what a great story it is. Yeah, but we don't approve of that. And we want you to be pure. And I think, well, you're taking away from me my power of storytelling. So I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to just go and do what I do. As a comedian, do you run into that? Are there things where you make a joke and a right-wing audience is going to say, wait, you just made a joke about religion. No good.
My man, so all the dates and the show times are at the loftusparty.com, right? That's it.
Loftusparty.com.
So I'm on Facebook at the Loftus Party, and I got a message, and this lady, I just got tickets to your show. However, I really don't want foul language. So she's telling me, and of course, like I want her to come out and have a good time, and it is a clean show. I'm gonna do that because it is so bad out there that like I'm gonna give people like a real not like wholesome yada yada, but there's enough to make fun of. I don't have to do foul language. However, we need to come together as an artistic community, as people on the right who do this stuff, so that we can let those rules go away. Like absolutely, there should be no like the fact that there's a night of conservative comedy is just insane. Right? But that's like, I'm going to wrap myself up in it and do it. And someone needs to, I know several people in the entertainment business, and then they're afraid to come out and say they're conservatives because it's just going to kill their box office. It's going to kill their marketability. So they're like, someone has to get in the pool. Like, it's like everyone's standing around and they're looking at the pool. No, and I just found out we're not even allowed in the pool. Right? So like as a community, as a creator, as a guy who writes, like I want to help sell whatever you've got, whatever you create, and just the left does this very well. They circle the wagons and they'll protect the enterprise. They'll protect their artists, and it's like on the right you've got a lot of people who are like, well, what's the return on investment? What's the thing? We do. I agree with you. We do this. We actually like. I have had people say like, oh, your character was right. I'll put a right-wing hero into a book. And they'll say, well, that's kind of propaganda. No, it's not. He's just a guy who shares our values, who's the hero of the story, and you get the right criticizing people. I see it all the time, like on right-wing Twitter and everything. You see people criticizing stories because it went this way instead of that way. And you think like, were you wrapped up in the story? Were you involved? And then it's a good story, That's all it is. And there are a lot of people on the right who are very eager to tear down other people on the right. I've never understood that. No, I mean, I guess everybody is ambitious and everybody is, you've got to, you're a capitalist and you want to make money, so you're going to.
There's room on the top shelf for everybody, though. I mean, there's not that many people can get to the top shelf, and the people who have got the quality to get to the top shelf will get there. I mean, that's the thing. So, but you have been working in TV all this time. Now, I know you were on Kevin Can Wait, and I know that's kind of got a little bit of a right-wing tinge to it.
Not really a right-wing.
Just normal.
Normal. Yeah, it was.
It's not a radical. It's not a woke show.
It wasn't. It wasn't Roseanne, and it wasn't like the Family Channel. But it was a really fun show.
And did people know in writers' rooms what you believed? Because I mean, you did a show. I was on your show, the Loftus show, where you were doing essentially a comedy show, a talk show. Yeah,
well, that was the first foray. I'm like, we were doing this show, and we had great guests. Yourself, a bunch of other wonderful people, and that was like syndication people were like, can't do it, can't risk it, and I was very, very that was very surprising.
So did people in writers' rooms know that you were conservative?
Oh my goodness, I was outed on the George Lopez show because I didn't know. And that was like 2001 or something. I forget. It was like Desert Storm. So there was some military action going on. And this, there's a big writer's room. We're all sitting around this big conference table, and someone said something, disparaging about the president, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just, I said just the littlest, tiniest thing, and one of the producers, this girl, literally looked up at her script and looked at me with this. You'd think I'd just gone to the bathroom on the table.
Yeah.
And she goes, I can't believe we have a Republican on the writing staff. Wow. She was horrified.
Wow.
And a buddy of mine who was kind of took me under his wing, because this was my first show, kind of looked at me like be cool. And so ever since then, it was just you gotta let it go.
Where do people find out? What's the website where they find out?
TheLoftusParty.com.
Is it TheLoftusParty.com or Loftus Party? TheLoftusParty.com.
Live shows, all kinds of good stuff.
Come back when you're done. I want to hear how it went, and I want to hear all about it.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to, man.